The other day I was taking a walk with my friend Michelle, and we're relatively new friends. And she was telling me that the night before she had had a conversation with her uncle, who's been an entrepreneur her whole life. And this is her second full year in business. So he said to her, um, "What's your profit year to date?" And she's like, "Oh." And then he said, "You should know your profit year to date and how that compares to last year." Now that's not bad advice. It's actually great advice from a seasoned entrepreneur. But listening to her, I had a feeling that what she was puzzling over wasn't actually what her profit year to date was, or how it compared to the year before. And then she took a big sigh and she said, "I don't even know what I'm supposed to be looking at." And I realized those aren't the same thing. This, I think it's super common for entrepreneurs to say, "I need to know my profit," or for the uncle, right, to say, "You need to know your profit." He meant well, right? He loves her. He wants her to do super well. He's a super experienced entrepreneur. She's just getting her feet under her, and he's looking out for her. And so, what's your profit year to date seemed like the right thing to him. But he's too seasoned to know or remember what it's like to not be seasoned. And so what I realized was that she wasn't really talking about bookkeeping or even thinking about bookkeeping, or knowing her numbers or how to read a P&L, right? People love to bandy that around. What she was asking was actually something much simpler. She was trying to figure out, how do I know if my business is okay without having to get a degree in accounting, right? Like, I think that's super common. You want to know what's going on, but you also don't want to have to know so much that it feels like you've gotten a whole nother career as an accountant. And it reminded me of something that used to happen all the time when I worked at the car dealership. A GM would walk in and he would say, "What was our profit last month?" And I learned to ask, "What are you trying to figure out?" Because here's what would happen. Initially, when I was a young bookkeeper, he would walk in and say, "What's our profit last month? What's our profit year to date?" And I'd give him the numbers. And then I'd get this little puzzled frown. And I thought, "What's the deal there? Like, I gave you the information you asked for. Are you questioning my numbers? Are you questioning me? Like, what's up with that?" And over the years, finally, I realized that it's never really about those numbers, the profit month for the prior month, or the profit year to date, or even, profit year to date this year as opposed to last year at the same point. What people are actually trying to do is make a decision, and they're trying to use those numbers as a clue, a decision prompt, a way to orient themselves within their business. Um, so, like in the case of the general manager, sometimes they were trying to figure out, like, do I have room to hire someone? Why is our cash feeling tight? Uh, are things getting better? Is this month looking better than last month, or is July of 2026 looking better than July of 2025? Right? Like, those are all super valid questions. They just weren't the questions he asked. So the question sounds like it's about profit, but it almost never is. And I think especially as new entrepreneurs, or even seasoned entrepreneurs that maybe haven't been as aware of our finances as others around us think we should be, I think it's really easy to get caught up in this trap, the idea that the profit is the magical number that's suddenly going to reveal all to you. I've started to think that financial clarity isn't about memorizing or reading reports. It's about knowing what you're actually trying to figure out. Because once I understood what my general managers or Michelle was trying to figure out, we always had a place to start. And it typically was not the numbers. The numbers came into it, but they were only part of the conversation. I'm Tracy Ingram. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and I wrote more about it in my Substack article appropriately titled, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be looking at. If you've ever stared at your numbers and felt like you should understand what they were telling you, but you didn't even know what you should be looking at, the problem probably isn't that you don't know enough. It may be that you're asking the wrong question. Maybe your first question should be, what am I actually trying to figure out? What are these? It's not what do these numbers mean? It's what am I trying to figure out? And that gets you oriented to um, look at your numbers the right way. Check out my article. Drop me a comment. I want to hear from you.